Hey there, everyone. This isn't League. This is World of Warcraft, and the reason why this game doesn't tilt me off the face of the earth, which is just good. So this game is so much better than League. But anyway, that's not what this is about. This is about DKs, and more specifically, blood DKs. This is a guide. I'm going to explain why the normal guides are crap and my way is better. Because it is. Anyway, here's a look at all my gear. This is amazing. I'm very lucky I got it. And that's the rune I have from rune foraging. These are my talents, which I'll get into explaining sooner. But first, let's take a look at these. Alright, you see this? See all this? This is what I like to call crap. Cause it doesn't have this one. Well, at least it doesn't have an X, but doesn't have a check mark. This doesn't have a check mark, or this. All of these should have a check mark at least. X on the Bloodworms, which is possibly the worst one on here. Like, not worst one as in worst talent, but worst one as in worst one to have an X on. Because it is equally, and if not better than the other two in this category. Blood tap, I don't use blood tap. And then everything else is mostly fine. But it's mostly the issue with the bloodworms. Why? Because bloodworms are amazing. Heartstrike rarely has use for AoE in boss fights, unless it's centered around ads, which is most of what has been going on lately. But it's not a lot of ads, so you cannot capitalize on the Heartstrike runic power gain. And since it only hits one other nearby enemy, excluding the dancing rune weapon, that's only seven rune power. So that's not good. Blood Drinker. I tried this one a while back. It was alright. Didn't get a good feel for it though. Bloodworms is the best because it's a passive. So is Heartbreaker, but it does. Heartbreaker does not sustain you as well as Bloodworms. Next tier, Soul Gorge. Don't even look at it unless they change the passive to something different. It's pretty much useless. Spectral Deflection. That one's. I tried using it, but I couldn't keep up with the Bone Shield charges on Helia. So I was like, that's going. And since they got rid of, or since they nerfed rapid rapid decomposition, it got kind of crappy, but not that crappy. It's still better than Spectral Deflection, since it lets you gain more runic power. Ossuary, that's the obvious choice. Anti-magic barrier. I haven't had any instance where I would possibly want this. Excuse me. Blood tap? No. Just no. Next tier, Tombstone. Since the changes with it, I've been meaning to try it out, but I haven't gotten around to it. Mark of Blood. I haven't tried that one, but I think that if we were going to use it, we should wait for a bigger increase on that percent health gained from being attacked. So Red Thirst is the best one from my experimenting so far. Haven't tried Tombstone yet. I'll get back to you on that. Next one, Wrathwalk. It's very important for mobility, However, since I'm a goblin, I have Wrath Walk and Rocket Jump, so my mobility is better than the average Blood DK. But still, it's nice, since it also breaks stun when it's used. Trample Before Me. I used to have this. It was really good for taking down trash. However, Tightening Grasp is better since it reduces the cooldown on the Gorfian's Grasp, and since the Blizzard was so nice to buff Gorfian's Grasp cooldown, that's the better one. Alright, this one's the kicker. The 90s. Alright, Foul Bulwark. That one's alright. However, that's only a 20% increase for your max health, and that's not even gonna stay constant unless the person you're fighting only uses magic attacks now, since magic attacks don't take away bone shield charges. So it'd be alright in that case. However, what's the point of keeping up your bone shield charges then, other than to keep your haste up? Then you'll only need at least the 1 stack. Rune Tap. Good ability. Bad duration. 3 seconds is too short. It's supposed to be used for tight spot active mitigation. However, Icebound Fortitude lasts for 8 seconds, so I think this should at least get a buff before even being considered. Or at least like a reduction on the cooldown. Will of the Necropolis. Well, people have argued that this one is bad because if you're doing group work, your health shouldn't be dropping that low. It can drop that low. Do not let other people fool you. There have been countless times when I've been raiding with my guild where the other tank has died because of healers. That's the tank I'm talking about that just messaged me, by the way. He has terrible luck with loot. And our healers, I'll just say this and hope they don't watch, they are not the most reliable. However, they're good for boss fights. When it comes to trash, I don't know what happens. Like their brain shuts off or something. But that's fine, because they do well on boss fights. And that's where it counts mostly. This is good for when you're going too fast for your healers, when you're having clutch moments on bosses when you don't want to lose because the boss is at 2%, and for when you're fighting 1v5 PvP, which I was yesterday. I killed one of them. Alright, last tier, Purgatory got nerfed. However, I haven't seen any big use for Blood Mirror out yet in Nighthold. Maybe soon. And Bone Storm, I used Bone Storm at the beginning of the expansion, and some time ago, I've been switching between Bone Storm and Purgatory, depending on the fight. But mostly, if there's a lot of ads, like Scorpion in the Nighthold, I'll take Bone Storm. However, if there's not a lot of ads, like an ad with Star Arger, then I'd take Purgatory, because it'd be more useful for Star Arger. By the way, it shouldn't really matter, but here's the traits I have. I just finished that one yesterday. And these are my runes, or relics. Vampiric Fangs, Meat Shield, and Vampiric Fangs. I've been trying to get the last shadow artifact that has Vampiric Fangs, so I can get +6, so it can get 30% additional health and healing it absorbs. However, it drops from someone in here. Ah, here it is. High Botanist Talarn, and it also drops in Karazhan near the end. And was gonna do Karazhan yesterday, but the goop filled up. So I'm really hoping I can get it from Nighthold whenever we kill High Botanist. With this build, I out heal, or sometimes out heal our healers. Lately they've been doing better, which I enjoy because they should be, because they've been getting a lot of the gear. Hold on a moment. Just hold on a moment, guys. Perfect pose. Oh yeah, stat priority. I should go over that too. Alright, you see these? These are not what I want. However, the game keeps on giving me gear with haste mastery, and it's tilting me. However, it's not tilting me off the face of the earth. I want haste crit mastery. That's the order I want. However, the game does not give it to me. Just piles on the mastery. So, I'm probably going to stick with haste mastery for now until I can for sure farm up enough haste crit to get rid of this mastery. Although the mastery does help with my heals because absorbs count as heals. That is it for this guide for the Blood DK. I hope I've convinced you to be my way instead of the wet noodle way known as this. Anyway, until next time. Oh, whoops. I forgot I can't type. Alright, well, until next time, guys. I'll see you later.